Guy Armitage, you've waited patiently for your Bradford Bulls first team debut. You've had it today, a try and a win over London.
Yeah, everything I could have hoped for really. I just wanted to get out there and put a performance with a team that started well. Had a couple of injuries throughout pre-season, so I had to bide my time a little bit and to make sure not to disappoint and make the fans proud, make my family proud, and just go out there and get the win. So ticked all the boxes today.
Just on the injuries, was it a calf injury?
Yeah, I think more adjusting to the cold than anything, but I'm good now.
Obviously, you clearly put your hand up this week to Brian to play. You've obviously not played in any of the pre-season games. Was there any sort of like apprehension, nervousness before going out on the field?
I think there always is when you go to a new club. You've got that build-up, and the longer that wait is, the bigger the build-up. So it's just about managing those emotions and basically sticking to what you know and enjoying it.
And I'm kind of guessing with you on the sidelines, you watching Bradford beat Huddersfield, then Doncaster, then Castleford, you might be thinking, well, is this chance ever going to come?
That's it, you never know. Fortunately for me, I got the knock this week. I was running water last week, so I was as close to the action as I could have been. But absolutely great win, and happy to get the win today as well.
What would you say the positives were from that performance?
This week?
Yeah.
I mean, we were losing at half time, so just going back to basics, not panicking, not trying absolutely anything that isn't part of the game plan. We just simplified it, and we just went down the middle. There was nothing flashy. It was just about doing what everyone can do, which is running hard, quick play the balls, and finishing sets.
Did London surprise you, or is that pretty much what you expected from a Mike Eccles London Broncos team?
Mike Eccles written all over it. You got a team full of boys that will run through walls for him and that can run through walls for 80 minutes. So it was as expected.
Did halftime come at a good time for you? Brian's just said that Lee Greenwood took the halftime team talk and spoke about that focus and sticking to the game plan.
Yeah, a couple of the boys had a few words before Greeny did, and he just took on from that. But the main message was not to panic. It was a close game, and there really wasn't that much to change. We actually had to do, say, less than we did. We tried to go wide too early, when really just had to go forwards.
On your try itself, you come up against young Jake Fewless. I'm not quite sure what the height difference is, but a very clever kick from James Meadows to yourself to score.
Yeah, we just had a word in the week, and on last, have a look, put it up, and if I can get it, I'll have a go. so he did.
Any frustrations that Bradford didn't really have too much territory and pressure in that area for it to be repeated?
I mean, that's just on us. That's discipline. Easy fixes. When you put that much pressure on a team to let them off for easy offsides or just things that you can change, or taking an extra step. I think that's where the frustration is. So just simple fixes, very simple fixes.
And in that second half, certainly looking at the stats, Bradford did do those simple fixes, and all the pressure and the errors and the penalties was firmly on London.
Yeah, well that's it. We take those extra steps, try and get a quick play of the ball, and just if you can build that pressure, then it's hard for any team if you keep defending.
As a forward, playing on Odsal like it is in January, February, when it's very heavy underfoot, must be a forward's dream. But for someone like yourself, who's gone from the sort of widest pitch, the Stade Ernest Wallon in Toulouse, to the narrowest, how much of a sort of culture shock is that for you, Guy, that you're gonna have to work over time incredibly hard to create that space and find those gaps?
I mean, I've played her a couple of times before, and we're well aware that it's just a different game. You're relying on your forwards to effectively get that win for you, and then you do what you can when you're carrying out the yardage to pay them back. So it's just a mutual. We know that this game is dependent on you guys, and we'll do what we can to make it easier for you.
How are you finding it under Brian Noble, Lee Greenwood?
Oh, good. Great blokes. Know what they're talking about. very clear, good communication. Yeah, just enjoying my time here, and I think, as you can see, across the whole group, everyone's just happy to be here.
From the outside looking in, there's what some might say fresh optimism in the air around Odsal that 2025 could be a very special season for the Bradford Bulls. Are you feeling that as players?
I think we're just enjoying playing together, and as a player, as a person, you play your best rugby when you're enjoying it. So just the chemistry that we have together, taking it week by week. Obviously, Cas last week, London this week. They all set different challenges, but it's just about not getting too far ahead of yourself, and just preparing and having respect for your opposition every week.
You didn't play in that game last week against Castleford, but do you feel some of the other players who did that had obviously affected sort of their fitness, their energy levels, reserves? Was there sort of, I guess, a hangover is the word I'm asking?
I don't think so. As you do every week, rugby league's just a massively physical game, so you give everything and you do everything you can to prepare to do it again the week after, and you repeat that for an entire year. So I think it's just managing the emotions of it all. It's hard to be on a high the entire time, so managing the ebbs and flows, and when some players might be taking a bit of a dip, it's up to you to pick up for them. So it's about managing those energy levels as a team and as a squad.
Seems to be a lot of competition this season, Guy, for the right side or the left sided positions. Is that something you enjoy and thrive off as a player?
Yeah, it is. As it was mentioned earlier, last week, I was wondering when is my chance going to be? Because I got the nod, and now it's just about doing what I can to keep hold of that shirt, and actually playing to contribute to the team, and not play to not make mistakes. So it's about what I can add to the team, not what someone else does. So it's just about giving what I can, and at the end of the day, it's the coach's decision to pick the team. So we just try our best to be ready, and we know that the boys on the pitch are there for a reason.
Brian and Lee spoke to you about your individual performance today. Is it just a case of the whole team?
Just a well done, really.
Yeah.
Like at half time, we had the talk that he gave, just about keeping it simple and running hard. I'm happy to get the win, and that's what matters. A few weeks down the line, you're going to look back and see that it was a win. We got 2 points. Bit of emotions about it at the moment, but the win is what matters.
How difficult has it been readapting, let's say, to the kind of weather you've had pre-season over here after a couple of years in mid or south of France?
I think it's just been a massive change on the whole. I've gone from full-time to part-time, training in the evenings. Been a lot colder, and I think it's just been about allowing myself to actually adjust and not expect too much of myself, which I think I did. I expected it to be seamless, I think, which was unrealistic given all the change and moving my family over here and settling in. So I think now I'm at a place where I've gotten on the pitch, got 80 minutes, we got the win, and I think it's just about building on that week on week.